Welcome to Shido AMA. I hope everyone is doing good. I have been devastated, to say the least. It was a tough blow for us last week. I didn't sleep. I barely ate for 3 days. I have been fully focused. I've been working around the clock to get Shido back in business. And times like this really put the projects to a test and the characters of the people involved. Shido is in fact 2 years old, now on Thursday. I have been working on Shido for over 2.5 years. And in the course of this time, we have had, unfortunately, 2 isolated incidents of different characters. One last year and now this one. And as you know, our staking platform got compromised last week. And that supply sold on the market. It was 30% of the supply. The attack itself was apparently sophisticatedly done. But in the end, it was all made possible by a development wallet getting compromised. That was what initiated it. I want to point out that this was in fact the first time in the history of Shido that any wallet whatsoever related to the project got compromised. It has never happened before. And due to that dev wallet being compromised, the hacker was able to trigger functions in the staking contract, change ownership, then accessing it by deploying a proxy contract and then withdraw tokens. It was confirmed. The hack also by sources, and it seems like the attacker has been involved in a few other incidents not related to Shido. But at the moment, we take all means possible to recover the funds from the hacker. We have tried to communicate in several ways with no luck. But if he as much as blinks or move the funds, we are there with full force. And we're gonna do whatever it takes to get it back. If any KYC related service would freeze it instantly. And in the course of what happened, we basically ended up, in my opinion, with 3 options on how to solve the new upcoming situation afterwards. And 30% of the supply got lost. So it's a full must that it comes back to the rightful holders immediately. No other options exist. We could have just continued as is, raise the tax, try to accumulate the tokens back over time. First of all, it would have taken a long time, which is not okay. And second of all, a high raise in tax to be able to perform that would have suffocated the project over time, causing an even bigger loss. Second option would have been to just turn back the time, create a new contract, airdrop exactly all people how it was just prior to the hack. The problem then is that we first lost $3.5 million. Then we need to refund an additional $3 million to post-hack buyers. Then add another $3 million to liquidity pool again. Total cost will come up to $10 million. Of course, not it's paired, so not all in ETH. But such additional cost, it would have severe long-term consequences for Shido to operate. It would not be as easy to manage, let alone the administrative work around it and potential legal consequences. And the third option which we proceeded with. It's simply to airdrop all holders where we were post-hack in the new situation and add the missing tokens to all stakers. Just give them back to them again, which we did. Putting Shido back quickly and in a fairly good position to work from. The best position out of the three options to continue to work from, but at the cost of diluting the supply. But there was never an option to not give back the tokens quickly, no way. Then we would be done with. In the end, token price and liquidity, most important parameters to holders. Giving Shido the best position to work from will have the best effect on those two parameters. That is utterly important to have in mind. The latter option, which we also pursued, it was also easiest to perform for a quick solution. Whilst the other two options would cost much more funds and administrative headache. The downside is, of course, obviously, to the must of increasing the supply to accommodate for all stolen tokens and give it back. That's the downside. I fully understand and I take the heat for everything. It's okay, I take the full responsibility. I am one of not so many in the space that fronts the project and as a person and talking, directly to holders. But I can assure you that I have always, and I always will, take decisions that is in the best interest of Shido holders. That's my job. And we are now moving forward in full force. Development side of Shido, nothing has changed or stopped. All developers keep working unrelated to the incident, according to the roadmap. However, it's important. We have a new expert on board, Andy, for security work. So new measures have already been taken to prevent anything like this from ever happen in the future. So that's very important for you to know. MEXC trading getting resumed. I'm talking to the devs there, and we have supplied the tokens today. Number one holder now is MEXC. So MEXC have the Shido tokens. I really hope today they put trading live. They have everything they need from our side at the moment. It will be a boost in trust, but most importantly, we have thousands of holders on their platform that needs to be able to trade Shido. Another round of airdrop is coming to DeFi wallets. It's going on right now. The airdrop script we have written, at the moment it triggers below 50 GWei. Gas is high on Ethereum at the moment, but there is always a dip on it, and then the airdrops get instantly triggered. So for anyone asking for either an adjustment of their holding or missing tokens, just wait for it. It shall be in your hands within 24 hours, tops. When trading is live on MEXC, final airdrop conducted, we will inject more liquidity, 100%. I believe personally the liquidity ratio on Uniswap is pretty good. It's best, in my opinion, to simply do buybacks and continue to do so to bring the chart back up. At the same time, we need to do it wisely. The point is not exit liquidity for 2-3 holders. We inject it over weeks time constantly to boost the chart. So that's a promise you have from me, and it will be a significant amount. When it comes to CMC, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Etherscan, and so on, updates are already in motion, was made instantly. There was the weekend, it was ETH on top of it, which I know these organizations attended. So they shall have an extra backlog to process this week, but it should be resolved this week. CoinMarketCap is important in my opinion. It's the biggest tracking site with a lot of traffic on. But I want to say from deep within, Shido stands strong. We keep moving. We keep working hard, and we will deliver the roadmap we set out to do. I'm always here. I'm always looking to improve the way we communicate, the way we work. And in regards of that, last Thursday, the head of blockchain called me. He said, Bjorn, let's launch mainnet tomorrow. Let's make a bold move and we deploy it for the public. Airdrop everyone there. I said, sir, I like bold moves, but it's not according to plan. A forced migration was never the intention, and the sentiment isn't right at the moment. But so mainnet is fully ready. But we have a plan. We have been forced to adjust it a bit now for the better. Because we want to align mainnet with several launches of toolings that is in development, and at the same time we wish to recover a bit from today's state. Our plan, which we will announce, is that on Friday 29th of March, 3 weeks from now, we launch ShidoDex V3. We launch Shido Scan 2.0, we launch Shido Extension, and Shido Network Mainnet for the public in one gigantic bang. Launching Shido Network Mainnet with the toolings as we want them to be is it's very much crucial instead of just haste the mainnet out. Also in a moment where we are a little bit crippled. Shido Scan 2.0, it will launch with more advanced toolings. Contract verification for developers, full WASM compatibility and so on. ShidoDex V3 launching then as well. It's in testing phase at the moment. We are conducting tests on the V3 liquidity pools. We also get the complete audit, and we get the chance to upgrade the DEX with more functionality when we launch, giving us a little bit more time. So that is just good. Shido Extension, we can launch it right now for EVM, but we are able to make it compatible with WASM as well when we launch alongside mainnet. So I think this is the best way. And we will be fully launched when we also set pace for Dubai and token 249, which will mean a lot for us of exposure and a lot of business for Shido going there. Shido app, there will also come 2 releases now in March. Limit orders, cross-chain, fiat gateway. We got a new chart in app. There has been constantly updates to the stores, in fact. But there's a lot going on. I mean, although there is some FUD out there right now and attacks against me as a person, it doesn't stop the fact that we just keep going, moving forward, and keep delivering. Because that's what Shido does. And no one can stop us from doing that. And there is a lot of attention around us. There's a lot of eyes on Shido. And that's a good thing. That means we are of significance. So I'm very positive on what's coming the nearest time. And I want to say thank you for all the support. There's a lot of support out there, not to be forgotten. So I want to say thank you for that. And thank you for watching Shido AMA. Thank you for tuning in. And I wish you a great day ahead. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.